Hentai? It's a long rabbit hole that I'm never leaving. Okay. So Binks is our protagonist. So whenever I say Binks, I'm not referring to you now, Binks. I'm referring to this Binks, our male protag. Ready? Let's roll. All right. Again, it is called King Among Queens by Lucius 1 on Wattpad. If any of you guys are curious and want to continue reading after this, or if you even want to read along, I'm not gonna say you should, because there's some kind of inappropriate things on here. Disclaimer. Fuck. Okay. Anyways, Proluge is how it's spelled, by the way. It's not spelled prologue, it's Proluge. I'm what? That's the prologue name. It says I'm what? Okay. Binks's POV. I slowly opened my eyes. My whole body felt weird. I looked around and instantly panicked. I'm also gonna say all the words the way that they're spelled. So, yeah, if I'm saying words stupid, it's not me. That's how they're written. So, nice! Thank you. Instantly panicked. I was in a forest or something. Trees reached to the sky, and I could barely see the sky. I couldn't remember going into a forest or anything. The last thing I remembered was going drinking with my friends. And then when I crossed the road, ... Am I dead? Question mark. Is there pictures? Occasionally. There are pictures, and that's why I'm not showing it. So yeah. Did I get transformed into a monster? Oh, please, the potential. Okay. I tried to stand up, only to fall down again. Huh? Ah! As I looked down at my body, I, once again, panicked. My body was covered in scales and had the form of an raptor. My hands were claws. Claws. My bad. No fucking way. I then stood up. This time, trying not to fall down again. After that, I carefully touched my face with my hands and felt the raptor-like features of my face. I looked around to see if there was a chance to look at myself when I found a puddle near me and walked over to it. I looked into the puddle and finally saw myself. Okay, I actually have to show you guys what they see. Because, yeah. This is what they see. They see this when they look down. Anyways. ... A Jaggy? Why the fuck am I a Jaggy? I just sat down. With a bit difficulty, since this body is new to me. After a few minutes of sitting, I decided to first look around where I was. No use thinking about it too much. Everywhere around me were trees, so close to each other that something bigger than a human couldn't get here. The puddle I was looking at was actually a small natural pond with a few fish in them. I put my head underwater. There I saw a small underground tunnel where the fishes can swim in. Jaggy, heart of the cards, we take the... I then decided to go out of the clearing. As I stepped out, I finally knew where I was. The ancient forest in the New World, I thought, as I remembered it from the game. Stomp, stomp, stomp! I suddenly heard multiple footsteps. I quickly hid behind a large rock and looked at the source. Jagras. But that wasn't all, because I saw a big shadow in the back. If I'm right, then it's probably the Great Jagras. But I didn't expect what came out of the shadow. ... Nani? Together with the group of Jagras, there was a girl who walked on all four with them. She was almost twice as big as a human. Wait, is that the Great Jagras? Growl! A sudden growl got me out of my thoughts. There in front of the group of in front of the Jagras group was another Jagras group. And both packs growled at each other. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, yeah, you're good, AWild. You're missing out on some spicy stuff, but you're good. Both packs growled at each other. Looks like a territory fight from two different groups, I thought. Then the Jagras girl stepped forward and roared. Grah! She let out a cute roar. But before I could comment how cute it is, another more monstrous roar came. Roar! I looked over to the other group and saw their leader. And then it's a picture of actual Great Jagras. Before, there's a picture of a female anthropomorphic, yeah, Great Jagras with very distinct features. You have provoked a gang war. Binks, god damn it. Again? And then here's a picture of the normal Great Jagras, by the way. Huh? Why is it suddenly a normal one? I wondered. Both leaders then walked in the middle, surrounded by their packs in a circle, which roared at them in a cheering manner. In an cheering manner. Very nice. The Great Jagras then tried to bite the Jagras girl, but she evaded it by jumping on it and began to claw at her opponent. The monster didn't like that and tried to shake her off. Shake her of. My bad. But before she fell of, she managed to claw away at the monster's eyes. Roar! The monster roared in pain and then angrily slashed at the girl. It managed to slash her arm and a deep cut was seen. She didn't yell in pain, but you could see it on her face that she was. The monster didn't lose its chance and jumped at the hurt girl, but in a last effort, she evaded and clawed at it again and managed to get a clean slash on the monster's abdomen. The monster then struggled a bit, but then fell down dead. The monster didn't like that? The story is telling is beautiful. I know. It really is. It's quite the feature. Let's see. It then became silent till the Jagras girl roared. Grah! This is supposed to be a cute waifu roar, by the way. I can't do that. Ooh. Okay, wait. The other Jagras then roared with her, and together they began to walk away. The Jagras girl walked with them, but she hinked. I don't know what hinked means. Let's Google it. The fuck. I had to do a lot of Googling of certain terms beforehand, like while I was reading this, because I didn't get some of this stuff because it's like anime shit, right? Okay, I guess hinked is high and drunk at the same time. I don't think that's what it means though. Alright, lads. Binks, you're really getting it. Just wait. No, I don't want to share. Okay. Wow, that was awesome, I thought. I just saw an actual territory fight under monsters. Time for the age-old question. What is the age-old question? I'm gonna take a bite of this while we wait. Word I don't know or typo? Good question. I think I'll die before I figured out the answer. I did have to Google a lot of them because I didn't know if they were words I didn't know and if there's typos. There's a mix of both. So, yeah, she hinked, apparently. Bruh, I'm a Jaggy. Congratulations. Really moving up in the world, aren't you? A fucking Jaggy. Oh. I then walked to the dead monster and inspected it. It seems like a male. The group was still nearby, so to not getting noticed, I quickly went back into my nest, what I now call it. Once there, I settled in by making myself a bed out of twigs and leaves. I then sat down on it. Okay, so I died and got reincarnated as a Jaggy in the new world. Buzz. Food, water, and a safe place aren't a problem, so I should be able to survive. Buzz. But there is a big mystery here. Some monsters are human-like, but others aren't? Buzz. Maybe only female monsters look like this. The dead Great Jagras was a male after all. But I would have to look for other monsters to be sir. Buzz. I thought as the thunder flew around my head. Can you shut up? I then bit at the annoying bug and accidentally ate it. Blib. Oh god, that is disgusting. Ding. You died? You died and that's how you got here. That is the conclusion. So classic isekai, dude. Okay. Ding. You ate a thunder bug. Eat 9 more or eat a monster with thunder affinity to gain thunder element. Huh? I heard a robotic voice saying in my head. What was that? Why is there a wait? If reading fanfictions taught me one thing, then this has to be a gamer system, I thought with excitement. Alright, how do I call it open? Menu? Nothing. System open? Nothing. Stats? Ding! A screen then appeared in front of me. Name? Binks. Race? Jaggy. Threat level? 1 star. Skills? Gluttony? Thunder element level 0. Locked. And observe. It worked! There's nothing else but this. Well, this makes sense actually. Or this actually makes sense. Or no, this makes actually sense. God damn it. Oh, you. In the games, you also didn't see the health of the monsters and they're categorized with threat levels. But the skills are interesting. Observe is obvious, but why do I have Thunder Element and what is the Gluttony skill? I then tried to use Observe on my skill. Dude, those are Monster Hunter Stories terms? Oh, really? Uh-oh. Does this take place in the stories? No, this takes place in the New World. So, yeah. Like, it references the New World and stuff. And then the handler comes in at some point. Spoilers. Anyways. I then tried to use Observe on my skill. Gluttony. Enables you to eat anything without problems. If the creature / object you've eaten had a skill, then you will receive them. Your, also, like, your, it's like, it's yours. Yeah. Also able to transform into the creatures you've eaten. Bugs or the like are exceptions. Well, that's OP, but it will help me survive greatly. That also explains why I got the Thunder skill. I then thought of what I should do from now on. First of, I should go on an expedition through the forest to see of what I should avoid, and also eat items to see their effects. I will let monsters out first. I'm not sure if I can even best a normal Jagras. Then I should look if hunters are in the New World. If they find me, they certainly take me with them to study me. I mean, how does a Jaggy come into the New World? This should do for the start, I thought and stood up. I then made my way into this new world. And that is the end of this prologue. This is basically just a chapter 1. But, wow, what a start, am I right? Whew. We just got transported to a new world, and there's a gamer system in this new world. Wow, truly amazing. Binks is on an adventure, everybody. Alright, I have to eat, because I haven't eaten anything today. One of a kind, baby. You're a Jaggy in the new world. Imagine that. Alright. Okay. Next chapter? I think so. Sorry, I got something in my teeth. Okay. Chapter 1. Expedition, inventory, and a surprise. Only Jaggy in existence. All the waifus are gonna love me. Dude, Jaggy's the best monster. Everybody knows that. Not even the great Jaggy, just a Jaggy. Cool Teroth waifu? I mean, you don't have to go to fanfiction to find that. Binks's POV. The first thing I did after stepping out of my nest was walking over to the Great Jagras corpse. I wanted to gain its abilities, but once I got there, I stood still. There where the corpse laid stood a big red figure with fur, currently eating away at the corpse. I didn't want to get noticed, so I tried to back off, but then I stepped on a twig. The figure heard that and turned to me. And then it's a picture of an anthropomorph of a waifu Anjanath is what the picture is, with very curvy features. What a nice ass. Why do I think about that? Run! Without a second thought, I bolted away from the Anjanath. I didn't look back, but I heard her following me. Nice. Nice. Shit. Still a nice ass though. Shit was the only thing I thought. Stomp. I heard her steps coming closer, but then I had an idea. Wait, that's it. I then ran further into the forest with my pursuer behind me. Come on, where is it? Where is it? I thought, and looked around till I saw what I was looking for. Well, almost. And then it's a picture of it's actually a GIF of an anthropomorphic, an anthro, Tobi-Kadachi. And then in parentheses, had to change image because of Wattpad. I then ran into her direction. The Tobi-Kadachi saw me, growled, and jumped at me. But with my little luck I evaded it, and she pummeled into the Anjanath. Both of them got angry at each other and roared. Grah! Grah! Then they started their turf war, and I was like, okay, I have to show this. And I was like, and then it just shows this before running away. Bro, Jackie Binks is an ass, man. It's true. Okay. Okay. Back to the stuff. Let's get this. I love that it's like, and I was like, and then includes the meme picture, and then before running away. That's so fucking funny. Time skip. It's the right thing to do when waifus start fighting. I mean, the evidence is here, obviously. Finally, time skip. Finally, after I was sure I was safe, I let out a sigh. Well, that was an interesting start, but at least it confirms that all humanoid monsters are girls. I then continued to walk around. Alright, now let's seek some items, I thought, and spotted some herb. Let's try this, maybe it'll raise my health. I then bit of the herb before swallowing it. Ding! You received 1 herb. Ding! You unlocked inventory. What? I was a bit surprised, but then decided to open it. It looked like the inside of the chest in Monster Hunter World, where you could place all your items and monster parts. There I also saw the herb. Nice! But then I was thinking, but why didn't it give me a skill? Maybe because it's a consumable item? That could be it. No herbalist? What the F, what the F, what the F? True. I continued to look on the inventory till I got an idea. Can I use the effects of the objects even if they're in my inventory? I thought. I then imagined the herb in my mind and that I want to use it. Suddenly, a faint green glow enveloped me and I felt refreshed. Yes, that's so OP! First the gluttony skill and now the inventory. I then decided, alright, let's hunt some materials. Who gets into a game and it's like, whoa, that's fucking overpowered. I have an inventory? Wow! Okay, and then, I don't know, I think this is a JoJo reference. Just in asterisk, it then says in all caps, King Crimson. And then it continues. Later at evening, I came back from my hunt and sat down on the bed in my nest, satisfied with my work. Unfortunately, the corpse of the Great Jagras was already gone by the time I came back, but I quickly went over it. Inventory OP, please nerf. God, when are the devs gonna listen to their audience? Okay, this is their inventory. It's a list now. Herb, 20. Antidote herb, 14. Honey, 18. Blue mushrooms, 16. Mandragora, 4. Flashbug, 4. Thunderbug, 3. Bitterbug, 10. Godbug, 4. Might Seed, 12. Diamond Seed, 9. Are Diamond Seeds actually... I don't think they're items in the game, are they? Because I've never gotten a Diamond Seed, so I don't know. Anyways. Not bad for the start, I thought, even though I hoped I would get a few skills from these items. But I still got some skills. I then looked at my current skill list. Gluttony. Observe. Thunder element, small. Thunder resistance, small. Poison generation, small. Poison resistance, small. Yep, I gained some pretty useful skills. Thunder element was, like it was said before, obtained by eating thunderbugs. Ah yes, thunder resist ants. That is how it's spelled. Eating thunderbugs, the resistance skill came as an addition. Makes sense now that I think about it. I imagine I would use a skill and would be shocked by it myself. But at least I would give the monsters and hunters a good laugh. Excuse me. We're gonna go fight Toby Waifu. The Toby Kado Waifu. Damn, that didn't work. The poison generation and poison resistance I gained by eating poison mushrooms and antidote herb. Okay, but that doesn't make sense because they have antidote herb in their inventory, so they shouldn't be getting the skills if we're going by their rules. Okay. I then tested my skills for a bit. First, the thunder skill. I could generate the thunder on my whole body, encasing myself with it. But I could also gather it at one single point, making it stronger. But it was still very weak. I tested the poison skill next. Different from the thunder skill, I could only generate poison from my claws and teeth. I wasn't affected by my own poison due to poison resistance. I also concluded that the poison was barely enough to kill an Aptonoth if I put everything in it. After I was done testing, I caught me a fish and began to eat it. While I was doing that, I thought of the most useful thing I gained today, the inventory. As I was in the forest, I tested it out beforehand. It was an OP feature that enables me to store anything as long as I ate it. I could also use the items instantly from the inventory without pulling them out first. Also, if I concentrated, I could store items, like the Thunderbug, that would normally on consumption give me a skill, but then I had a thought. Wait a minute. Can't I combine items like in the game, I thought, and suddenly gained a message. Ding! Would you like to turn on auto combine? Items will automatically combine, except the user doesn't want this. Hell yes, I want! Auto combine activated. Combine feature got added to inventory, and it's combined with a K, by the way. I then went to it and started to combine items and ended with this. Mega Potion 10, Herbal Medicine 14, Demon Drug 1, Armor Skin 1, Demon Powder 1, Hard Shell Powder 1, Herb 10. Why do they have herbs? Why don't they just have potions? Because in Monster Hunter World, they just automatically change into potions. Mad gains, dude, I know. Honey 6. Blue Mushrooms 2. Mandragora 2. Bitterbug 8. Godbug 2. Might Seed 10. Diamond Seed 7. And that's Diamond with the T. That should be enough for now, I thought, and was to do something different, when suddenly a weak growl came from the nest entrance. Gra? I turned to it and was startled. It was the Jagras girl from this morning. But something wasn't right. She had scratches all over her, and her wound from the battle with the Great Jagras looked like it reopened. But what was more noticeable, that she was now as big as a human. What? I stepped back a bit as she approached me, but she then collapsed in front of me. She breathed heavily, holding her wound on her arm, and had a look of pain in her face. I was confused and looked around nervously. What the hell is going on? What should I do? Why is she here? Why is she hurt and alone? Can anybody explain? Yo! Let's go! Let's get it, baby! Okay. I then approached her. I approached here, hesitantly. The scratches on her body seemed fresh. She got them recently. Let's fucking go. Banks is getting it. She then opened one of her eyes and looked at me. She had fear in her eye, but didn't have the energy to struggle, so she closed it again and just waited. Like she accepted her fate. I also just continued to stare at her, not certain on what to do now. Time for waifu! After a while, I could hear hard breathing getting a bit softer. She apparently went unconscious. She was now at my absolute mercy. I could kill her, eat her, and get stronger, so I could survive. But I decided differently. With great difficulty, I put her on my bed. Then I pulled out the rest of my herb from my inventory and covered her wound the best I could. After I was done, I summoned a mega potion and made her drink it. Fucking drink it! She was now breathing normally, and I saw how her wounds started to heal slowly. She just needed some sleep now. By now, it was dark outside, so I picked up some twigs and leaves and built myself a second bed. Then I laid down on it and looked at my patient. She's gonna kill me tomorrow, isn't she? Well, whatever. She's too cute to just die, I thought. And with that, I went to sleep, awaiting the next day and what it would bring. Probably my death. I'm such a good person. Waifu, please. Hey, I didn't murder this girl. Where's my waifu? What the hell? Okay. There's also... It's so fucking gross. There's the cover for this chapter, the next chapter, because that was the end. Chapter 2, Jane the Jagras. It is an anthropomorphic, or whatever, anthro-Jagras girl spitting into a baby Jagras's mouth. It's I don't know what the fuck it is. Jane. Yeah, wow, Binks, you thought up of a really good game, or good name. My bad. We take those. Okay. Binks's POV. Ew, what the F? I know. I slowly woke up because I felt something besides me. I opened my eyes and saw the Jagras girl laying beside me in my bed, still with the herbs on her wounds, staring into my eyes. Whoop. But both of us didn't move or say anything. Not that I could, and just stared at each other. The Jagras girl then slowly stood up, till she was on all fours and made her way to me. I closed my eyes and waited for my end, but it never came. She ain't gonna do gross things to me. Yep. But it never came. Instead, I felt something rubbing against me, and as I opened my eyes again, I saw her snuggling her head against me. Huh? Is she thanking me? She then looked up to me and smiled. Ding! You're unlocked the friend list. It enables you to see the names of the people you met on your way and what you are to them. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I know. Great Jagras girl. Parentheses, darling. New York Times bestseller. Tobi Kadachi girl. Parentheses, annoying creature. Anjanath girl. Parentheses, slightly interesting. Huh, neat. So the Anjanath girl didn't want to eat me, but inspect me. Interesting, but more importantly, the Jagras girl, darling. Ding. Do you want to enable telegraphic conversation? I have to. Slightly interesting is all I need. I need telegraphic conversation. What? How could that happen? What is telegraphic conversation? Imagine that. I don't know how to. Wait. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. I don't know what I'm doing. I want to zoom in so you guys can see it better, but it doesn't say like, I don't know. When softcore hentai? Never. It's not like, it's telegraphic, not, what's it called? Telepathic. It's not telepathic, it's telegraphic conversation. Right now, I don't want to get banned. Therefore, I'm not doing that. So, all right. Function enables you to talk to people who are in your friend list and have a deeper bond with you telepathically, no matter the distant. Fine, I'll read it myself. Huh? So like a telephone call, I thought, and tried it out. Hello? I tried answering. The Jagras girl looked up in surprise and looked around. Where? I heard a cute voice saying. It's me, Dio. In parentheses, it says, it's funny because I'm only partially joking. Jesus Christ. I thought, and she looked at me as I just nodded. It took her a few seconds, but then she then hugged me. Darling, she yelled / thought. Darling? Why are you calling me that? I asked her. She tilted her head to the side. Darling is darling, so I called darling darling. She explained. That doesn't... Whatever, you're cute. Anyway, what's your name? I asked her. She calls me darling, we in this GG. Name? Is that food? No, a name is what people call you, I answered. I have no name. I just me. Is it bad that I don't have one? She asked with a sad look. No. It's not bad. How about I give you one? She then began to smile brightly. Yes, darling. Please give me a name. How about Jane? Yes, Jane the Jagras, I told her. Is she Oonga Boonga? Very Oonga Boonga, my dude. Jane. She looked down and mumbled her new name a few times. But then she looked up with a smile. Thank you, darling. She hugged me again. Heh, no problem. Anyway, I have a question for you. How did you get hurt so badly, and why are you smaller? I asked her. She then gained a sad look and looked down. Well, had a fight against another pack yesterday and got hurt badly. I won and walked back to the nest to rest, but we met other pack waiting for us. Because I was hurt, I couldn't fight back, so pack joined the other one to attack me. I could barely escape, and once I lost them, I tried to hide and found nest. Because I was big, I made me smaller. She's human size. I'm the size of a fucking pillow. I'm a Jackie. How the F is she hugging you? I know, it's like, what? Also, how did he make a bed? And how did he, like, heal her up? Just saying. I don't know how, but I'm just able to get smaller when I think about it. Anyway, once I got in, I met Darling. Then everything dark, and after I woke up in bed. And because Darling could have killed me, but instead healed me, meant that I have become mate, she explained. Very bluntly. Mega potions work on cute beasties. You're right. But how the fuck did he put it on? He has raptor arms. He's like... Sorry, I shouldn't question it. GG. I shouldn't be questioning our Lord and Savior. Roll credits. Yep. Okay, wait. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, well, mate? Yeah, of course. You were stronger than I yesterday, but you didn't kill me, so that means I'm yours now, she casually said. Oh boy, what have I gotten me into, I thought. Growl. We then heard a growl coming from the entrance. As we both turned to it, we spotted 3 Jagras looking at us. And then pictures of Jagras. Jagras, I asked, and stood there ready. Careful, darling. They're from the enemy pack, she warned me. One of them jumped at us, but we evaded it. Humph. Seems like this will be my first fight, I thought. At least I can test out my skills in a real battle now. It's time to duel. Jane, can you handle 2 of them? I will fight the last one. Of course, darling, she said, and began to fight the other 2 Jagras. While she was doing that, the Jagras and I circled around each other, waiting for the first move. It then went impatient and rushed at me. With its mouth opened, I evaded it, but stepping sideways and delivered a claw strike to its body. It jumped a bit away from me, blood dropping from its wound. I took the time to look at Jane. She already took down one of her opponents, and the other followed close by. Still, she seemed a bit exhausted, clearly still hurt from yesterday. This should be a movie. I'm already working on it. Let's see. The Jagras by now got it together again and roared at me in anger. It charged at me again, but I headbutted it away. Let's end this quick, I thought, and electricity started to surround me. I then body slammed it and flew back a few meters, but it wasn't finished. With great difficulty, it stood up, but then it swayed. It had a confused look on its face. It's probably wondering what's going on. Well, on my first attack, I coated my claws in poison. My poison may be weak, but it still deals damage over time. And if the target is weak enough, may even kill it. And instantly, after I finished that thought, the Jagras fell down dead. Huff. Not bad for my first fight. I then looked over to Jane and saw her finishing the last one. Good job, Jane. Heh. Darling thanked me, she said happily. I walked over to the corpses to inspect them. They were probably seeking you, am I right? I asked Jane. She nodded. I'm still a danger to the enemy leader. Jaggy has poison resistance. You're right. How could he kill it when they got poison resistance? Okay, let's see. They will most likely not let you go. And if they found us once, they will find us again. Our only chance is to kill the leader and get you to become the new one, I told her. But how can we get to him? He has a whole pack, she asked. I then looked at the corpses in front of me and had an idea. I think I know how, I said. Time skip brought to you by Chibi Jane calling Chibi Binks darling. I don't know what that means, but... Recruit more waifus. We're gonna take a bite of food. Waifu militia, fight them off. Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't you think of that, Binks? What the fuck, dude? What kind of harem protag are you? We're off to a good start, guys. I'm probably not going to read a whole bunch more, just because there isn't that much more. So, I'm sorry, bro. This happened years ago. Well, I'm glad to see you're safe. How's your waifus doing, by the way? Okay. Okay. All right. Now, they're great. That's good to hear. I'm glad that Jane's safe. But your house just isn't big enough for all of them, I'm assuming. Third person POV. In an underground tunnel, there were many Jagras. They were all sleeping. There was also big, great Jagras with them, sleeping, while being surrounded by them. Everything was fine, but then, no further questions. It needs work when you got waifu. But then, roar! Every Jagras woke up by the sudden roar. It was an alarm roar. It was a alarm roar from the Jagras. That danger was nearby, and they made their way outside. The only one who stayed was the great Jagras stayed. It thought, why do I have to go? I'm king. I can just lay back. But then, after a while, out of the shadow, a single Jagras stepped out and looked at it. Why isn't it with the others? Why isn't it protecting the king? Or protecting its king, the monster thought, and roared at the little guy. So that it went back outside too. Dismantle the monarchy. Dismantle the monarchy. More like dismantle the patriarchy. Am I right, gamers? Okay. But the Jagras didn't seem scared at all. If you looked closely, you could even see that it was grinning. The big monster was now angry and stood up. It was about to attack the Jagras when it was suddenly pulled by its tail and smacked against the wall. It roared in pain and looked behind itself and spotted a big figure, the Jagras girl it beat today. But it was confused. Actually, it wasn't today. It was the day before, because they slept. More like dismantle the Lego City skyscraper. Got him! But it was confused. She was hurt just yesterday, but now she is fine. The great Jagras managed to escape the girl's grip and rushed outside the tunnel. Roar! It then roared to get the attention of its pack. But they didn't came. It then noticed the Jagras girl and the Jagras from before stepping outside too. The little Jagras had a look on its face, like it wanted to ask, "Are you surprised?" Suddenly, it began to transform into raptor-like figure, but they didn't came. Binks' POV. The plan worked perfectly. I ate the corpses of the Jagras and because of gluttony, transformed into one myself and faked an alarm roar. After I got them away far enough, went back. After I got them away far enough, went back. Now we only have to deal with the big guy. Roar! It roared at us in anger. Ready, Jane? Mm-hmm. She nodded. Jane then rushed at the Grey Jagras and rammed at it. It staggered a bit, and I used that chance to claw at it. It barely evaded it and attacked me, which knocked me back a bit. This could take a while, I thought. Yo, I can eat beasties to transform into them? Eat Glavenus right now! Glavenus, Chan. Time skip. After some time, we and the Grey Jagras were exhausted. That's not good. I am barely able to hit it, and Jane is still too hurt to inflict real damage. That bastard may be big, but he is agile, I thought. Suddenly, in the distance, we heard multiple roars. Shit! They're back! The Jagras then saw us and began to encircle us and the Great Jagras. Fuck, fuck, fuck! I needed a plan. What can I do? Oh, I have a stupid idea. I then turned to Jane. Jane, if I don't survive, try to escape to my nest, okay? Huh? Before she could say anything, I rushed at our enemy. The Great Jagras tried to bite at me, and normally I would evade it, but not this time. I continued to rush at his mouth, and then was swallowed by darkness. Darling, no! Not darling! End of this episode. Or chapter, whatever. Plan worked perfectly. Fuck! 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 That's true. I can vouch for that. Chinese. Ragoons. Okay. There's no other options. Plan has to go perfectly. Okay. Sorry. Vord. So much. Shaking my head. You should be pissed. It was a very traumatizing time for you. Okay. New chapter. Entitled Evolution. Well. I can't afford to die with only one waifu. I mean, it's too late. You already died, dude. God. Okay. Jane's POV. Darling, no! Right in front of me, Darling was just swallowed. I fell on my knees and stared at what just happened. Darling, dead. I may have only known him for a day, but he's already dear to me. It doesn't matter that he wasn't my species. I truly loved him. As a harem isekai, I need at least 5, it's true. Or else you're just not a good protag. Flashback. I currently limped away from my old nest, trying to seek a hideout. Blood dripped down my body. I stumbled upon a small entrance and decided to go in by making myself small. This is Jane, by the way, if you didn't know. Once there, I saw a creature I've never seen before. It was a purple-like raptor. Before I could do anything, I fell down. Drained from energy, I managed to open one of my eyes and looked at the creature. It was staring down at me, and I couldn't read what it was thinking. Oh, it was staring down. My bad. I closed my eye again and just waited. I felt so weak right now. Everything hurt and I just wanted to sleep. The creature in front of me could do what it wanted with me, and I accepted that. I felt how my consciousness left me and everything around me grew dark. Time skip. I opened my eyes, the pain mostly gone, and I didn't felt tired anymore. I noticed that I laid in a nest. I sniffed it and noticed that it was the bed of the creature. Nice. I looked around and noticed how it slept only a few meters away from me. Why didn't it kill me? I asked myself and made my way over to it to inspect it. It was totally defenseless now. It just continued to sleep peacefully. I then continued to look around. This place could be a perfect place to regenerate myself. I only have to dispose of its current owner. I looked back to the creature and raised my claws. I was about to kill it when I noticed something on my arm. Herbs were wrapped around it. I pulled some of them off and noticed the almost healed scratches. These herbs healed me? Did it put them on me? I asked myself as I inspected my body and noticed these herbs all around, these herbs all wrapped around me. Wow, she was gonna kill me. It's true, dude. She's gonna fuck you up. I was utterly confused. Why would it do that? Why didn't it just decide to kill me? I was so easy to kill. Why healing me? It just didn't make sense to me. I continued to look at it, still with raised claw. Maybe it's sleeping so casually because it knows I won't attack it? Can't trust these women's. Maybe I've became his. It has had the chance to kill me, but instead healed me. Maybe in his race's view, I became his with that. Normally I wouldn't care about that, but strangely enough, the thought of it made my head beat faster. I don't know if this is supposed to be heart or head, because it's H-A-D-E. My head beat faster. I don't know which one of those is. Whatever one is better. I can't imagine your head beating faster. Good for you, but whatever fits your fancy, my dude. Hey, thanks for the follow. Let's see. Estra, what? I don't know how to fucking say your name, dude. Esterrestelina. I don't know. I'm sorry. But thanks for the follow, dude. Welcome to our fan fiction we're reading off. It's a very good time. It's Monster Hunter fan fiction if you haven't picked that up. Let's see. Okay. Where are we at? Oh shit! Catman! Hey, what's up with the raid, dude? How's it going? Why isn't it? Okay, for some reason my raid thing doesn't pop up. What a brilliant introduction to the channel. Uh-oh. Dude, hells yeah, Catman. How's stream? I was actually lurking on your stream for a long time. I wasn't actually watching because I was taking a nap, so yeah. Dude, heck yeah, how's Minecraft? Raid, come sit down quick. We're reading Hot Monster fanfic and I'm the pro tag. It's great. Grab your popcorn, kids, because it's about to get spicy. Actually, where this isn't, it's borderline NSFW. It's not though, so don't worry. It was good. We found diamonds. Nice, dude. You looking like a statue. What we raid? Dude, nice. 600 bits. Hells yeah. Dude, that's one thing is like, those 600 biddies add up. Gotta love those 600 biddies. What's up, Viridian? How you doing, dude? This is Rack, and we're reading a fanfiction. It's Monster Hunter fanfiction, dude. Okay. Thanks for the follow, Viridian. How you doing? Oh, thank you, Lazy Beezy. Heck yeah, recounting the life and times of Binks the Jaggy. Okay. So I guess I have to give you guys a little bit of context. Okay, so far. Hey, Esmeralda, thanks for the follow. Wow. All the love, my friends. Hells yeah. Context of this Monster Hunter fanfiction. Oh, I gotta hydrate. Thank you, Esmeralda. So, Binks is our protagonist. We've decided that is their name. His name, actually. And Binks died and was transported to the Monster Hunter New World in Monster Hunter World. It sounds confusing. But with a twist. He isn't a human anymore. He is a Jaggy. Not a great Jaggy, but a fucking just normal Jaggy. And now he has a waifu, Anthro, Great Jagras, waifu. Yeah, it's actually me, bros. Yeah, it's true. I swear. This is a true story. As you can tell, it's a very accurate retelling too. A Jaggy, the race that doesn't exist in world. Exactly, and that's the thing. That's how it's amazing. It's because it doesn't exist in world. That's why I'm special. So right now, in it, Binks has been swallowed by a Great Jagras. Not an Anthro one, but a male Great Jagras that isn't a sexy waifu. So, was isekai'd. It happens. Anyways. Ah, shit, I forgot where it was. Okay. Maybe I've became his. Bad time to raid, huh? Nah, it's just funny, dude. It has the chance to kill me, but instead healed me. Maybe in his race's view, I became his with that. Normally, I wouldn't care about that, but strangely enough, the thought of it made my head beat faster. Hey, what's up, Hunts? No, it happened again. I was drinking and it got spilled over me because I laughed. Just wait. You're gonna be dying. Let's see, where is that? Okay. He became my master, my king, my darling. Oh, this is Jane the Jagras, the Jagras waifu also right now. I laid beside him and looked at his sleeping figure. Maybe it's love. The thought of that made me smile. With that, I continued to look at him. He then opened my eyes and looked at me. My waifu Jane is having a sad flashback to when I saved her because I got swallowed. There we go. All right, I popped by to raid. I'm going to stick around for a bit, but I need to take off for a few minutes. Dude, you're good, Catman. We're actually going to go hunting later, so if you want to hunt, stick around. Yeah, it says, he then opened my eyes and looked at me. You know, that isn't very romantic in my opinion when someone, like, I'm like sitting there and then someone comes up to me and is like, what the fuck do you want from me? Sorry. I shouldn't judge. It's a Jagras and a Jaggy. Love is love. I'm certain of that. Flashback end. The enemy leader made his way over to me, ready to kill me. I didn't move from my spot, even though Darling told me to run away. I refused. Even if I flee, what can I do after? So I decided to wait for my death, wanting to join Darling soon. That's how you get the girls open their eyes. Listen up, fucker! The great Jagras was about to strike me when it suddenly stopped and gained a confused look, then a look of pain. Third person POV. Roar. The monster roared in pain, began to panic, and rolled around. What is going on? Was what the beast thought. After some time, its stomach suddenly began to expand instantly. Lucky for it, its species was able to make their belly expand or it would already be dead. But that didn't explain why it suddenly happened. It then felt something big trying to claw its way out. So to survive, it pucked it out. Oh, I think it's supposed to say puked, but it says pucked. Sounds like me when I'm reading my mom when I was 7. Nice, dude. Damn, Shadi. Okay, I've known her for like 1 day and she's already pulling Romeo and Juliet shit. Dedication, dude. Yeah, so to survive, it pucked it out, by the way. Out of its body, a big creature was puked out. Okay, they know how to spell puke. Which rolled around the ground after being spit out before standing up. It was a big, purple-like raptor, which was bigger than the Great Jagras. Okay, here's this. This is important. It's a picture of the Great Jagras. It then let out a roar after it was finally out. Can y'all hear that? It's very important that you understand what the roar sounds like. Why don't all books have pictures and audio files connected to them? That's fucked up. It's seriously just like the best way of storytelling. So, just saying. I became a Great Jagras. Moving up, bros. First the Jaggy and now the Great Jaggy. Wow. The Jagrases stepped back because of fear, even the Great Jagras. Oh wait, I still have it on. Actually, I'm just gonna leave it up because I don't think there's any inappropriate pictures for a minute. And I did the whole 20 seconds of roar. It's true. Yep, 18 actually, but that's close enough. You guys can't even see this, can you? Do I care? I don't know if I do. Anyways. Oh, here, let's do this. A little bit better, yeah. Okay, but Jane didn't step back. She looked at the creature with an shocked look before speaking up. Darling? She asked in a disbelieving voice. The Great Jaggy turned to her and nodded. Tears started to appear on her. Not in her eyes, but just on her. It's true, Rack was Jane. I can't say no when it's fact. Tears started to appear on her before she began to cry and jumped at the Jaggy. Darling, you live, she said with tears of joy. Binks's POV. Yes, and I'm sorry to make you worry. She wiped away a tear. It's okay, but how did this happen? She asked. Well, you live earlier. Yep, that was a dumb idea, I yelled inside as I struggled in the monster's stomach. I don't know what the fuck that is. That doesn't matter now. I have to remember why I'm here, I thought, and began to eat away on the monster's insides. As I was eating, I remember what happened before. So, okay, so we're on an earlier. Now we're on a flashback. So, we're in a flashback within a flashback is what's happening, basically. I was currently eating the 3 Jagras in my nest, as suddenly a window popped up. Ding! You've eaten a Jagras. You are now able to transform into one, it said. Nice! Just as I planned, I thought. But then another window popped up. One condition for evolution has been achieved. Kill 2 or more small monsters. Eat meat of a big monster. What? I can transform at will? You can. Amazing. Holy shit, holy shit. So I can evolve? I can imagine that I transform into a great Jaggy, but can I evolve more than once? Yes. The user is able to evolve, even after the first evolution. However, it is unknown what these evolutions will be after the first. Alright. At least I know that eating monsters isn't the only way to get stronger. With that, I continued to munch at my meal. The end of flashback. Okay, so now we're still inside the Great Jagras, so it's not the complete end of the flashback, by the way. And that's why I'm in the monster and eating away on its insides. The acid of its stomach was burning away my flesh, but I healed me with my mega potions. Come on, you damn system, I yelled on the inside. Finally, the system popped up. Ding! Conditions for evolution has been met. Do you want to evolve? Yes or no? Yes! I yelled, and suddenly my body began to heat up. I felt like I was burning from the inside, and my body began to get bigger. My mouth expanded, and my teeth and claws grew. I clawed at the Jagras. Okay, so the Jagras is all like, ow, what the fuck's happening? Once he starts clawing at it, but this dude's literally eating the inside of the Jagras beforehand. Just putting it out there, okay. I then felt how I was pushed out of the monster. Hopefully, not the back door. Oh. After I was out, I noticed that I was bigger than my opponents, and to intimidate them, I let out a roar. Okay, wait. Okay. Okay. Then Jane came to me, and you know the rest. Now, I underwent evolution, I said, and she nodded. She's like, that makes sense. Good. Now, I looked at the Great Jagras, which was still able to stand even after that just happened. Even after what just happened. Both of us walked around in a circle staring at each other. It went impatient and jumped at me, but I turned around and whacked it away with a thunder-infused tail. It crashed to the side and was about to stand up, but I stepped on its head, holding it down. I know that you probably can't understand me, but know this for your next life. Don't hurt my mates, I said and growled at its face. With that said, I let it go, but instantly bit its neck right after. It tried to struggle free, but it was useless, Muda, and so I crushed its windpipe. It struggled for air, but again, it was futile. As it looked at me with its dying eyes, I remembered something I wanted to say. Oh yeah, almost forgot. Leaned down to it. The original is still better, motherfucker. And with that, the Jagras finally died. Mates, plural. Then looked around. The Jagras looked at me with fear. I just killed their leader right in front of their eyes, so it's only natural. To let them know that I won, I let out a roar to the sky. At first, the others were silent, but then Jane roared with me, and the Jagrases soon joined. In the darkness of the night, multiple roars were heard. This was the start of how a monster like no other showed itself. And not just any monster, a king. Ah! Amazing. No, wait. Okay, I think I'm gonna end there. Here's the little thing. It's not that NSFW, but okay, I'm actually gonna switch it. Okay, okay. The next That's me, bros. It's you. That's actually not you. That's a female Nergigante thing. The next chapter 4 is Arrival and Anna the Anjanath. And then the next one is Bonening the Lizard 18+, and that I will be skipping. That title picture, holy shit, I know. Yep. Okay. That chapter is gonna be great. I know. I'm gonna skip that chapter though. The Bonening the Lizard, just because yeah, I don't want to get banned. So I think what we're gonna do is points a la Ricobus. Thank you. Oh god. I've now turned you all into furries. You're welcome. It actually is NSFW. Are you on there right now? I'm scared. Dude, are you actually there? Plot twist. No, I read that. It's really fucked up actually. Like okay, sorry. Yep. Yep. And Scaly, and yeah, what of it, punk? Plot twist. You're secretly a furry this whole time. You think it's a choice? You're born a furry, Scaly, or a normie. Yeah, so anyways, I think I'm gonna end the reading the fanfiction right there. And then I'm